Hi Scorpio, welcome to my channel, The Fool's Journey Tarot. Today is January 9th, 2020. This is a general love reading for the middle of the month of January for the sign of Scorpio. Because it is a general love reading, it can pertain to any kind of relationship, situation, or circumstance that you might be dealing with. Be flexible with the energy. Don't be concerned about the gender of the cards or the pronouns that I'm using to describe them. You can interchange the roles within the reading. In other words, you might be represented by any of the characters that shows up in the cards. Don't try to make the reading fit. You'll know if it's resonating, and you will know who you are in the reading if it is. And finally, you might feel like I'm reading for you, but you could also feel like you're cross-watching for somebody that you're dealing with. So as always, take what resonates, leave behind what doesn't. My intention is to reach as many people as I can who need the message the most and who will benefit the most from the message. Okay, Scorpio? So we're going to get started. Let me give this deck one more shuffle and a cut, and we'll see what's going on for Scorpio mid-month of January. And hopefully the lighting hangs on. It's late afternoon, and I'm trying to squeeze in your video as my last one, and I'm slowly losing light, but we'll see what happens. I think it's okay still. So here we go, Scorpio. So we have Strength in reverse, paired with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse in your underlying energy. Queen of Wands. Two of Pentacles. The Nine of Swords. With the Page of Wands. Two of Swords. And Judgment. So decision making seems to be heavy in the readings lately. Both the Virgo and Libra reading were similar, where there was a big decision being made, paths chosen, kind of weighing options, and I feel like that's what you're doing as well, Scorpio. We have the Queen of Wands on the table, paired with the Two of Pentacles. And then we have the Two of Swords and Judgment in your outcome cards. So this looks like you're choosing a path for yourself. You're making a significant decision. And I do feel like your energy is the Queen of Wands that's represented over here with the Two of Pentacles, which again, I get the feeling that you're kind of weighing your options, looking at pros and cons, maybe deciding on a timeline, making some decisions on how to move forward. The Queen of Wands is a very ambitious energy. This is feminine energy that has leadership qualities, that has, again, this is a person who, if she sees something that she wants, she gets up and she goes after it. She's not afraid to take chances. She's not afraid to take risks. This person can be someone who is very social, very outgoing. This person's not a wallflower. She doesn't just sit back and wait for things to fall into her lap. So it does feel like your energy, Scorpio, and I do feel like you're in this decision-making mode right now. You are in your head right now a little bit, maybe about some communication or waiting on some news. You might be worrying or just contemplating, maybe waiting to hear some results on something, or waiting to hear some news on whether or not you can move forward with a project, or whatever it is you're pursuing. You have Strength in reverse with the Ace of Pentacles in reverse in your underlying energy. I feel like this could be something that maybe you missed out on in the past. Maybe this was a missed opportunity that you want to try to go after again. Or you might be feeling a little bit a lack of courage in regards to this opportunity. Maybe feeling like you missed out the first time, and maybe just feeling a little skeptical about moving toward it again, or feeling like you might have a second chance. And that might be what you're waiting for over here, what you're thinking about or worrying about. So I do feel like you're in the process definitely of making a decision. No decision has been made yet, and you might be waiting for some news, some results, maybe you've taken a test to get yourself into school, or get into a new job, and you're waiting to hear whether or not you passed the test, or you got a good grade, or whatever, something of that nature. I'm just throwing out some examples. Let's get some more cards out here for you, Scorpio, and see what else we can come up with. So strength in reverse is clarified by the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Ace of Pentacles is clarified by the Five of Wands. Two of Swords in reverse this time, clarifying your energy, Queen of Wands. Two of Pentacles is clarified by the Ace of Pentacles again in reverse. The Nine of Swords is clarified by the Seven of Swords. The Page of Wands is clarified by the Queen of Cups. Two of Swords is clarified by the Eight of Swords. And Judgment is clarified by the Emperor. So we have three queens on the table and an Emperor. Queen of Pentacles in your underlying energy with strength. And then the Queen of Cups. So you're definitely making a decision regarding a missed opportunity, possibly a missed opportunity from the past. You may have been competing for this opportunity, and I feel like you may have been competing against this Queen of Pentacles. She feels like a separate energy to me. You may have lost an opportunity due to a competition with somebody else, or due to losing out on it, from losing it to somebody else, or just losing out on an opportunity because of somebody else. This Queen of Pentacles feels like maybe a little bit of a selfish, greedy energy. She may have been part of the reason why you're feeling insecure about pursuing this endeavor or this opportunity. This could be the person that you were competing against. The Queen of Pentacles in reverse can indicate someone who is a little greedy, self-centered, egocentric. This can indicate somebody who is careless with money or not responsible, or doesn't care to look after others or support others. Again, is just kind of a self-centered, greedy energy. It's possible that this person may have been responsible for a missed opportunity that you're now going for again. Again, I do feel like you're making some decisions on whether to pursue this again, or maybe how to do things differently. And you might be questioning some of the decisions you made in the past, or be ready. Maybe this indicates that you're making a decision to cut somebody out, or cut out something that kept you from moving forward towards this Ace of Pentacles. There's some kind of deceit or sneakiness, some kind of trickster energy, somebody who wasn't acting on the up and up. And it could be this Queen of Pentacles, and I do believe you're in your head a little bit about this. This Queen of Cups, I'm not sure yet if this is a separate energy or not, but it feels like you're waiting on some news, or waiting to hear something. This could be the person that you're waiting to hear from or to communicate with. The Queen of Cups is a very compassionate energy. She is paired with this here, so I don't know if this is somebody who's helping you through some hardships that you've experienced, or some manipulation, or maybe some, again, some energy of there's this feeling like someone got away with something, and maybe you're working that out, possibly with this individual. This could be maybe a family member or friend who is kind of in your corner, maybe a shoulder to cry on. Maybe they're helping you work through something, or helping you gain some clarity on the situation, figure out what this was all about. Seven of Swords is never, I mean, it could indicate, for example, like if you're trying to keep a new romance quiet in the workplace. For example, I've been watching The Office with my son, and so we just got to the episode where Pam and Jim started their relationship. Spoiler alert if you haven't seen The Office yet, but this is season 3, so I think if you've seen The Office, you know, this was quite a while ago. Anyway, Pam and Jim finally make that love connection, and they're kind of sneaking around, not letting anybody know about it, and they get caught. So this energy can indicate, you know, that where you're kind of just sneaking around with somebody, you don't want people to know. So it can be innocent like that, but most of the time, especially if it comes up with a card like the Nine of Swords, this can indicate pretty severe deceit, or someone who's trying to get away with someone who's being sneaky, someone who's being a trickster, something of that nature. Interesting that it's paired with this Page of Wands, Queen of Cups energy, because this feels like it could be a positive individual, someone who's on your side or who is helping you make maybe some decisions in regards to this Ace of Pentacles, this missed opportunity. Currently, I think you're feeling trapped by this decision. You don't know which direction to take or what to do. You might feel like you cannot make a move yet. And I think that you are waiting to make a definitive decision or choose a direction or a path to go when you have everything you need in order to move forward, when you feel more empowered to do so. And there's something about this Seven of Swords energy that might be holding you back or keeping you from feeling like you have what you need in order to move forward, or in order to make a decision in regards to the situation that you're in. I do feel like these are 3 separate energies, these 3 queens on the table. Queen of Pentacles is definitely someone separate from you, and I'm reading for the Queen of Wands. For me, Scorpio, that's who you are, but I've said this from the beginning, you can mix and match, so you could be any one of these energies, including the Queen of Pentacles. I don't usually, sorry, Carmilla's squawking from the other room. She was out for the other reading, so I decided to leave her in her cage, but I apologize for the noise. She hears my voice and she wants to come out. Anyway, and for those of you new to my channel, Carmilla is a bird, in case you didn't know from the squawking. It's my son's bird, and the bird is in the room, and she can hear me. Anyway, I was going to say, you could be any one of these people in this reading. I usually don't assume that energies like a Queen of Pentacles, in this case energy, where there's kind of a negative vibe coming off of that person. I don't generally feel like those type of people usually watch tarot readings, because I think that if you identify with that kind of energy, you would probably get offended by what's being said about you and then turn the reading off. If you are that energy, you know, good for you to, you know, watching something where maybe you can see a different perspective on how things are working out, not just for you, but for other people. Maybe you're working through some shadow energy and trying to make things better for yourself. That's a positive thing. So if you are resonating, if this resonates for you and you feel like you might be the Queen of Pentacles, you know, my props to you for kind of seeing how the cards, you know, lay and maybe looking at things from a different perspective. You know, that's always possible. All right, here we go. So strength is clarified by the Seven of Swords. There it is again, and it's with this Queen of Pentacles. So this is the person. This person may be trying to make things right, maybe trying to rectify things. This is the person responsible for whatever shady behavior happened in the past in connection with this Ace of Pentacles. And we have the Ace of Wands. So there is some truth coming out in regards to this Queen of Pentacles in connection with this Ace of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles again, this time in, well, she's in reverse again, and she's clarifying your energy. She may have made it, okay, let me get the rest of these cards out before I start talking about them. So we have the Five of Pentacles, clarifying the Two of Pentacles. 10 of Swords. Devil is clarifying the Page of Wands with the Queen of Cups. That's interesting. I'm going to have to look at that more closely because that just confuses the hell out of me. Page of Cups, clarifying the Two of Swords. And Judgment is clarified by the Magician. So, there's some truth coming out in regards to this Queen of Pentacles. Her position may be weakened because there's something coming out maybe about some shenanigans or some shady behavior attached to an Ace of Pentacles, a missed opportunity. I believe that possibly the two of you were competing against each other, or both of you wanted this, whatever it is. And there's some truth coming out regarding some shenanigans, some games being played, some deceit, some lying, something of that nature. When we come back down here now to the Seven of Swords in the upright position, this is what has you in your head. And it could have resulted in an ending. Again, I feel like you've missed out on something. Ace of Pentacles can indicate a new job opportunity, a new financial endeavor, something that would be profitable for you, maybe a new project, a new business, whatever that is to you. Could be new relationship, but I'm not necessarily feeling that. We'll see what else comes up in the cards, but you are definitely in your head about this, and it resulted in some kind of ending. I think that you probably felt was unjust or not warranted. Now again, this is what's confusing me, is we have this Queen of Cups. So there's some kind of news or information being delivered or received by this Queen of Cups that is toxic, or this could be this could be the lie that's being exposed. This Queen of Cups, I'm just going to throw this out there because this is what I have so far. So this Queen of Pentacles could potentially have been deceitful about her feelings towards you, about how she communicated with you, maybe giving you the sense that she was in your corner, on your side, maybe this, you know, I'm your best friend, I've got your best interest in mind. This could represent someone being deceitful about their feelings, and this could represent this Queen of Pentacles. I'm going to see what else comes up. I might change my mind. So this Queen of Pentacles definitely, for whatever reason, she ended up making some kind of decision for you, or was the cause of some kind of missed opportunity, an ending that was unwarranted, or affected by some decision making that she did, or some sneaky, deceitful behavior, some kind of action that was not very kosher, someone who was not acting in your best interest. She caused some kind of ending, or was the reason behind some kind of decision being made. And I'm getting, you know, this idea that you missed out on this opportunity, you lost out on this opportunity. It can have to do with some kind of financial endeavor, especially with the Five of Pentacles out here. And you might be trying to determine the truth behind all of this, what really happened, what went wrong, and whether or not to move forward with this, whether or not to continue with this. You might be trying to determine how sincere this Queen of Pentacles was. You might be trying to decide what to do about this individual, and trapped by making a decision about whether or not this person's sincere in what they say and how they act. Maybe this Queen of Pentacles was acting like she was on your side and trying to help you move towards an Ace of Pentacles opportunity. And so she was acting like she was compassionate and loving and in your corner, and I'm your best friend and I'm going to help you out with this. But in reality, she was the reason why it came to an end. And you might be having some communication with this person. Maybe you're going back and forth, and this person is trying to convince you that they really did have your best interest in mind. But I think you're concerned about whether or not there's actually been deceit. And honestly, based on what I'm seeing in the cards, there's definitely been some deceit here. I mean, no doubt, we have the Seven of Swords twice, we've got Devil, we've got the Queen of Pentacles is in reverse both times on the table. So this person is not loyal. This person is not on your side, Scorpio. I don't know, again, what transpired between the two of you or what kind of control this person had over this Ace of Pentacles opportunity that was missed. But right now, the way the cards stand, this person is not making things right. I think that they need to make things right with you, but they are not in that frame of mind of either admitting what went wrong or where they played a role in this missed opportunity. I don't know if that would change with continued conversation and communication with this person. But right now, I think you're feeling trapped by trying to figure out whether or not this person is sincere moving forward. And if you're making a decision about that, this person is not. This person's not in your corner. At least not right now. I mean, people change all the time. I'm not saying this person can't change. Again, they might be working through some shadow energy and trying to be a better person. But right now, that's not happening. Okay, Scorpio, so let's get this last round of cards out and see what else we can come up with for you. Clarifying this Queen of Pentacles, we have the King of Wands. And guess what? Seven of Swords again. So it's twice in the reverse. So Seven of Swords in reverse can indicate returning to something that happened in the past and trying to make things better. Or someone getting caught red-handed, or someone getting caught in the act, someone coming clean. This could be someone moving away from some dishonest energy to walk your own path because you know that there's, you know, shit going on that's not positive. It might feel like the communication you've had with this person has been moving in that direction, that they are trying to make things right. Let's get some more cards out here and see what we have. So we have the Ten of Pentacles, Six of Pentacles in reverse, Nine of Pentacles in reverse. The Queen of Cups is clarified by the Wheel of Fortune. We have the World clarifying the Eight of Swords. And the Emperor is clarified by Justice. So we have the King of Wands out here clarifying this Queen of Pentacles. So we also have the Ten of Pentacles. I want to indicate this could be family. This could be a family dynamic. You could be related to this Queen of Pentacles. She could be a sister or a cousin or whatever. This King of Wands is clarifying her energy in your underlying energy. I feel obviously this is somebody else, masculine energy, that could be trying to help this Queen of Pentacles make things right with you. This could be someone who made a decision in regards to this Ace of Pentacles and decided in this Queen of Pentacles' favor. Because of her shenanigans, she pulled the wool over his eyes. And made things go in her favor. I do feel like this Queen of Pentacles is definitely someone close to you, someone that you know very well. Again, it could be family, and this could be part of the reason why you're in your head about this, because, you know, most of the time we feel like family's on our side, but this person, whatever they did to you, I think affected you very possibly in a financial way, creating imbalance and making you feel very insecure in regards to whatever it is this person did or said or how they acted. And I think that, you know, if this is family and we automatically assume that family's got our back, right? That could have been how this person represented. More and more I'm feeling like this is energy of how the Queen of Pentacles presented herself to you, or how the mask that she was wearing. I've always got your back. I've got your back through the ride or die. through the test of time. I've always got your back. I'm compassionate. I'm loving. This is who I am to you. And that was all a lie. That message that she was delivering, how she was representing herself, not authentic. I've been using that word a lot lately. It's a good word. I like that word, authentic. She wasn't being authentic. But you are moving towards some very, very strong energy in your outcome here. Once you release yourself, once you figure this all out, once you get this all out in the open, you're manifesting a very strong path, a very strong decision for yourself. Justice will be served, and the power is going to return to where it belongs, in the rightful hands of the rightful owner of the power that you deserve to have in regards to whatever the situation is and the decision that you're making about it. Okay, let's get this last round out, and then we'll do a Dreams of Gaia tarot card for you, Scorpio, and we'll finish this up. So we've got the Five of Swords in reverse and the Two of Wands in reverse. Three of Cups in reverse, the Chariot, the High Priestess, the King of Cups is in reverse, is clarifying the Queen of Cups in reverse. Seven of Cups in reverse. And the Two of Cups in the set of cards that I showed you with Justice, Emperor, Judgment, and Magician. So you're manifesting a new connection, a new relationship, a new love connection. Or you're moving in that direction. Whatever you are working through right now, Scorpio, it's leading you here. In your set of outcome cards, it's leading you into a situation where you're going to have more control over the relationships, or a relationship that is very significant to you. You're going to see your Two of Cups in your outcome once you work through this. You are still definitely trapped by working through this right now. And you have no choice but to work through this and try to figure out what's going on here. It seems like it's part of whatever lesson you're supposed to be learning. So I think this Queen of Pentacles has a King of Wands who's trying to help her make things right. I feel like this Queen of Pentacles, this King of Wands might be a friend or family member who is trying to help her resolve this conflict with you, or the conflict that resulted in a missed opportunity for you. Possibly a missed opportunity for her as well. I'm not necessarily getting that anybody has benefited from this situation. Certainly not. This is not positive energy. This is not positive energy, this Queen of Pentacles. So if she kept you from obtaining an Ace of Pentacles, I don't feel like she benefited from whatever shenanigans she was pulling on Scorpio. She certainly was the decision maker. She's the reason why you missed out on this opportunity. It could be a work or business opportunity, it could be a relationship. It feels like it could be one or both, or all of the above. There is something here regarding maybe her making a decision about this Ace of Pentacles because she didn't feel like it would be the right thing for this connection or for this relationship or within this family unit. She was controlling some kind of decision or opportunity because she didn't think that it would be good for the family, the group, the work dynamic. Again, she was the reason behind this missed opportunity, and she did it for selfish reasons. And she did it because she didn't think that it was going to work out in her favor in regards to connections I think that she had within this dynamic. And so it didn't end up going anywhere. It resulted in us coming to a screeching halt. And there were possible financial imbalances, missed opportunities in business or a financial endeavor or profits. Your intuition is telling you need to listen to your intuition, Scorpio, because your intuition is telling you what's going on. And you're insecure about it. You're not feeling very sure about this. And it's possibly in your head. You're possibly in your head about whether or not you need to end a relationship, maybe bring an end to the situation, or possibly bring an end to this relationship with this Queen of Pentacles. But you're unsure about that. But your intuition has your back. Whatever you feel is right is probably right. Based on what I'm seeing in the cards, Scorpio, your intuition is on point. With this King of Cups, I feel like, again, this Ace of Pentacles could potentially have been a missed opportunity in love, or work, or a financial endeavor. It could have been a missed opportunity in love in this, and I feel like, again, if this represents who the Queen of Pentacles was trying to be, she also missed out on this. She could have possibly lost a friend or lost a connection because of whatever happened here. This is really an interesting reading. And this almost always happens when I do readings like this. Every time I lay out a new set of cards, I get additional information that builds on the story from the first set, second set, and so on. This is one of those readings where all of the sets of cards have fallen into place with the exception of this Queen of Cups, which confused me a little bit in this Devil energy. But as I talked through it with you, Scorpio, it all starts to become more and more clear. And then every card that I lay down has added to the story and confirmed for me that I'm reading the right story. Sometimes I'll lay cards down and it'll steer me in a different direction. This one has added layers. This reading I've gotten added layers to the story more than confirming or repeating. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. You know, a lot of readers indicate that they receive like messages or they hear messages from their spirit guides. I definitely feel like I'm communicating with my spirit guides when I do my tarot readings. But for me, it's more the message is almost directly from the cards. It's not like I'm hearing voices in my head. I don't feel like I get those kind of supernatural experiences, although sometimes I feel emotions connected to the reading. It's not always. So for me, it's literally almost like putting together a puzzle or reading a mystery novel and figuring things out that way. And I always find it entertaining, and the readings are just, sometimes they're like this one. I'm just like, wow, this one's like really fascinating to me and complex. And I'm sure that there's a lot more going on here, but because it's a general reading, obviously I'm not going to get a whole lot of details if this applies to many people. But I still get amazed every time I do a reading, every single time, at what comes out in the cards. It's quite literally my favorite thing to do. Okay, Spirit, we're going to get one last card, Dreams of Gaia Tarot card for Scorpio as some words of advice, next steps to take, confirmation of feelings, maybe some words of encouragement, maybe some more information in regards to the reading. That's like 4 of them. I don't want 4. I just want just one card because my reading is already at 35 minutes. My readings have been getting longer. If you're one of those people that turns off tarot after like 10 minutes, I apologize. I've been trying to keep them around 30 minutes and they just keep getting longer and longer. So I don't know what to do about that. I'm just going to let them go as long as they need to go. I won't try to rush it. Obviously, if there's more information to come out, it's going to come out, and I'm not going to just cut it short just because I don't want it to be a long video. Okay, Spirit, I need one card. I don't want to shuffle all day long. Just one card for Scorpio. Oh, low battery. Thank goodness it didn't turn off my phone. That's the problem I was having yesterday. I couldn't get any videos uploaded because I was apparently full storage. I had to delete a bunch of crap. And then I got a phone call from my mom and the video turned off. I tried like 4 or 5 times to get a video going and it was a mess. Okay, one card for Scorpio. Enough jibber jabber. Let's get on with this. One card for Scorpio. Maybe you're not getting a card today, Scorpio. I'm not going to force one out. One card for Scorpio. And I was talking about this earlier. These cards have this kind of sticky film on them, a coating. It's more of a plasticky type feeling coating, and they really don't slide very well. So sometimes I'll do this where I'm like trying to take like one off at a time just to get them loosened up a little bit so that they'll flip out more easily. Carmela's in there screaming. She wants some more time out before it gets too dark. She goes to bed around 4:30. So I'm going to take her out after your reading, Scorpio. There it is. It even flipped out. Masculine, feminine. Okay, this is an interesting card to come out. I'm not sure if you're going to resonate with this or not. The 11 cards in this deck, which would normally be the page cards, I think they're the page cards, have the duality theme to them. So this particular one, the 11 of fire, is the masculine, feminine duality that, you know, we all have masculine, feminine energy in us, and I know that this one has to do with you know, setting aside traditional roles of masculine and feminine roles and having that balance. I'm going to go ahead and read it for you, and if it resonates, awesome. If it doesn't, oh well. So here we go. It's about a page and a half. It's 2 pages. Sorry, it's a little bit long. We're going to get into the 40-minute mark on this video, but you can turn it off if you get bored. I hope you don't turn it off, but you can if you want. Okay, here we go, Scorpio. The 11 of fire is a balancing and realignment card. It symbolizes the importance of balancing our masculine and feminine energies and to remind us we are and always will be a mix of both. Our physical gender is irrelevant. The 11 of fire asks that we look beyond gender stereotypes to how we respond and react to day-to-day experiences. On an energetic level, our masculine aspect serves to protect self and others, while our feminine aspect serves to nurture self and others. In a simplistic society, a typical male will embody a more masculine energy than feminine. They are characteristically more aggressive and forceful, but also very protective of those they feel are in need of protection. However, they are more apt to using physical force and aggression to protect. A typical female, however, will embody more feminine energy than masculine. They are characteristically more passive and yielding, and while possessing the same desire to protect the vulnerable, they will generally use diplomacy and dialogue in order to determine an option that avoids conflict. Gender stereotypes are often one-dimensional and rarely accurate, especially when we are discussing masculine and feminine energy as opposed to man and woman. It can become even more problematic to assign specific attributes to either gender when there are many men who identify as female and women who identify as male. When it comes to masculine and feminine energy, we all have both, regardless of our physical gender or the gender we have assigned ourselves, and this energy is expressed in how we behave and act. It influences all that we do. Masculine energy is active, impatient, assertive, creative, aggressive, forceful, protective, logical, analytical, and controlling. Feminine energy is inactive, calm, retiring, receptive, passive, yielding, nurturing, emotional, intuitive, and allowing. Masculine energy motivates us to focus upon our personal needs and self, while feminine energy motivates us to think of others and their needs. Again, regardless of gender, a person who is energetic and proactive is embracing masculine energy, while a person who is calm and passive is embracing feminine energy. Neither is intrinsically good or bad, but if an imbalance is present, it can be evident in our actions and give rise to destructive behavior. An imbalance can occur when we have too much of one and not enough of the other all of the time. Too much of one without enough influence from the other can create a very discordant and destructive mix. But what is the right mix? This is not about having equal parts of both, but about having a harmonious blending that is suited to your lifestyle and personal goals and needs. If you are not assertive enough, you may need to embrace more masculine energy. If you are overly assertive to the point where others are always intimidated by you, then consider embracing a little more feminine energy and soften your approach. An aggressive approach or method is sometimes required in order to break from the old and make way for the new, but aggressive methods don't always have to be violent. To be forceful is not always indicative of physical force being used. Masculine and feminine energy should be allowed to flow and ebb as it is needed. Like fire flickering and dancing, you add less fuel. If you want things to cool, and more fuel if you want things to heat up. Enough heat gives rise to creative, productive energy, but too much heat can both burn you and others. Cooling things a little gives rise to a nurturing warmth, but too little fuel and the fire could go out completely. The 11 of Fire symbolizes an opportunity to take a moment to evaluate your life and ask yourself whether you need to embrace a little more masculine or feminine energy in your day-to-day activities and relationships. Do you need to step up and be a little more assertive or proactive? Does something or someone need your protection? Are you not nurturing yourself or others enough? Are you being overly analytical instead of heeding your intuition? Are you allowing impatience to get the better of you when your situation calls for calm and compromise? Are you choosing a path of inaction when you need to embrace one of action in order to manifest the changes you need? Pause for a moment, evaluate, and bring your masculine and feminine energies back into harmonious alignment with your life and your needs. I started to speed up there because I realized that I was going to be running out of battery, and the last thing I want is for this thing to shut off when I don't get to say my last piece. So anyway, I hope I didn't read too fast for you. I'm going to allow you to interpret this card however you feel it applies to your situation. I think it could go many ways. I have something in my head going right now that applies to me if this were my reading. Anyway, I'm gonna again let you interpret that for yourself. I hope that you enjoyed this video, Scorpio. I hope that that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe. If you want to leave a comment, that's always fabulous. I definitely try to respond to all of the comments that are left for me. Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Join me again sometime, Scorpio. Take care. Bye.